All right, guys, it's your boy Noto. Back to you with another reaction, man. You already see the title. Man explains why passport blow. Man explains how passport bros have lied to you about Thai women. So I've been watching this brother travel time with Paul for a while, man. Excuse my stuttering, guys. It is what it is. I'm not going back to take this out. But I've been watching this brother for a while, and he's definitely been putting people on about how it really is when you go abroad and the expectations and all this stuff right here. And he's been preaching a really, really good message. So without further ado, let's go on and get into this video, and we finna chop it up.
Again, if you in shape and you plan on going to a place like Pattaya, you would get your pick of the. Now they still gonna be freelancers at the end of the day. It's just you probably gonna run across the ones that's doing it part-time, used to do it, or that's taking a break from doing it, or that's currently doing it. But because you ain't, she feeling you know, your body game is on point. Plus you new to the country, so she willing to give you that she willing to give you that peace leave for free.
That's the main thing a lot of guys do not understand. Bro, women love a man with a good physique, bro. A good physique, a muscular physique, bro. And you in shape, bro. He's definitely right, because I used to work with Thai chicks and they was always talking about my muscles all the time. For y'all be talking about, oh yeah, they don't care. That's BS, bro. That's BS. They was, bro. The Thai chicks love a man that's in shape, especially a brother that's in shape. A brother that's in shape, oh yeah, because they already got the stereotype of things, about us anyway. But you looking good and you in shape, man, bro, I'm telling you right now, bro. And the crazy part about it, he's talking about the freelancers. They're the ones that are pretty much the diesel women of that environment. So if they are the type that can make money off of their bodies and stuff like that, they can make men come out of their pocket of their currency in order for them to be with them, because they're sexually attractive. Then basically they're diesel in their environment if they're doing that. So the fact that you can make women that'll be in that line of work want to give it to you for free is a powerful statement. Understand that. That's a powerful statement. You got women here over here that want to send money back to their family, and they're willing to give you their thing that they charge other people, their currency and their pesos or whatever. I mean, whatever their Thai baht and their American dollars, in order to get with this woman. They're willing to give you that for free. You understand how powerful that is? You understand how strong her sexual desire for you have to be for you, that it would have to be for her to give it to you for free. That's her livelihood. You see what I'm saying? That's how powerful sexual desire is. And that is in the physique. That's what turns you hot to women. That's what makes you hot to women. That's what makes them give you a double take. That doesn't change when you go overseas. And I'm glad he's talking about this, because a lot of guys are delusional out here. And I've worked with Thai women, so I already know how it is. I already know how it is.
Then after a while though, if you ain't talking about no money or ain't talking about spending no money on her, she gone in the wind with the guys with the pot belly that's spending the most money on her. Now, yeah, if you in shape, you get to run through a lot of them damn women in Pattaya, even the freelancers, without even coming out of your pocket. But if your ass is out of shape, and I'm a living testimony, man, the picking gets slim. You black and out of shape. Look at me, for example, and I can say this, I can clown myself because I clown everybody else, so I could clown myself. Look at me. I got to watching these guys' videos like the rest of you, and I'm seeing dudes 3 times bigger than me with beautiful Thai women. So I thought, I'm just knowing I had a chance, so damn gullible and naive, not knowing these dudes had these women on a whole salary over there.
Do not pay your next car insurance bill. Repeat.
That's
do
crazy.
not pay
Apologize
your bill
to this
yet.
guy.
So I found
Get your money, Paul.
But I'm just thinking, cause the passport bro thing started trending in 2022. And at first I was with it until I met a lot of these guys in person, but that's besides the point. Now, I was bigger when I first went to Thailand than I am now. Think I was like, hell, I don't want to say what I was, it's embarrassing, but I was less than 300, but more than I was bigger than 250. Put it like this, I went to Thailand looking like I've been living out vending machine food for 32 years. Hell, I looked like a walking vending machine going through the Bangkok airport. They probably thought about getting rid of their vending machines and replacing me with it, because I was built up just like one.
Hey, this man is funny, bro. This man is funny. But the best part about this whole thing right here, what he's talking about, is the fact that he's taking accountability for his image. He's taking accountability for his presentation. He's not making excuses. He's actually addressing the problem and saying, yeah, I thought I was this, but I ain't that. But hey, I'm this size, and this is what it is. One thing is a lot of men don't like to do, they don't like to look in the mirror and be like, okay, this is what's wrong with me. This is what I need to change. This is what I need to fix. This right here, what he's doing right here is going to actually help him. The mindset alone is going to help him want to elevate and move forward. Just the mindset alone. But going over there thinking that it's just okay to just be like that, and you think you just gonna get something out of whatever, you know, the same result that an in-shape man is, you are delusional. Seriously.
Belly hanging over my belt line, looking like a portable lunch tray. Man, my chest, when I was making out with the women, they probably thought it was a damn portable barbecue grill or a George Foreman grill. I was out of shape. Y'all seen the videos? I was built up like your favorite grandma water cooler, walking around there, bitch, thinking I'm big sexy, based on what I saw on YouTube. But boy, did I get over there and get a wake-up call of a lifetime, and I learned fast. It didn't take long. I went over there probably stupid, but I wasn't stuck on stupid after a while. And let me explain. For all these guys keep saying, Thai women don't care what you look like. You could be an 89-year-old man with a hump in your back. Man, that's bullshit. They care. The difference is,
yeah, they care. They definitely care. Yes, they do care. The only thing is it depends on, yes, they're gonna charge you. It gives the impression that they don't care because they're so nice to you, because they know they're going to get something out of you. But if this is how you know that they wouldn't care, because if that was true, then those guys wouldn't have to spend a dime. You see what I'm saying? It's nothing but a business move. It's transactional. They're going to deal with those guys because they know they're going to come out of pocket, and they already know they suckers. They have to be. They have to be compensated for the lack of sexual attraction to them. So the women, since you don't have sexual, you didn't pass the sexual attractiveness test. Your body's not on point. You don't look good or whatever. So yeah, now you got to compensate. That's all over the world. I don't give a damn where you're from. That's all over the world. So you don't pass the physical attraction test, your ass is coming out your pockets. It's just plain and simple.
they don't have the government looking out for them like a lot of women got over here. They don't have that option. Because if they did, trust me, I probably wouldn't even got no play when I went over there based on the way I was looking at the time. And a lot of the guys, these old men and shit, like, I ain't gonna say no name, but a lot of these guys y'all see on YouTube with these younger Thai women that's 20 and 30 years younger than them, that woman would not be with them if they had better options or had a better career. The only reason these women get with a lot of these funny looking guys, because they need the money, the C notes.
Right.
So the point is, let me tell y'all about me. Now, when I got to Pattaya, I really thought, being a big dude, that I'm like, shit. I mean, I didn't really have it bad over here in the States. Now my options did, the bigger I got, my options to get the women I wanted in the States was starting to get slim. So it's damn near I had to get what I can get. I'm talking about over here in the States. And a sidebar, if you doing good with women over here in the States, you gonna do great with women globally, everywhere. If you can.
That's the main thing right there. They feel like, guys just feel like just because they hop on a plane and go somewhere else, that they're just gonna just skyrocket there. Oh my goodness, my rate of women is just gonna skyrocket just because I'm over here. I'm an American man and all this other stuff. Bro, you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen it's nothing but a ticket, bro. That's all it is. You only seeing as a ticket. So you trying to go over there and just leverage the fact of the American dollar and them viewing you as somebody that they could just use because your currency just stretches further. And you just really seen as a dollar bill. You're not seen as a person at that point in time. You see what I'm saying? So you're subjecting yourself to being seen as a dollar. You're an object. You're not even you're not even a human to them anymore. They're really just putting on the act so they can get the money out of you and leave. And now y'all come up with all these stories. Oh, they ain't this and they ain't that. I thought it was different. They thought my wife. Y'all don't even be going over there for the right reasons anyway. But you feel like you're running away from Western women to go to other parts of the country where they're actually westernized in mindset in a lot of these cases. But I'm not going to take it that far. But you can't run from the fact that you're not a sexually attractive man. You can't run from that. So you feel like, oh, they're just going to take me because I'm an American guy, or this woman's going to do this. Women have eyes no matter where you go at. And I worked in a place where I've observed all the women's reactions to me in this day, because I'm in good shape. Definitely in very good shape. Not a bad looking guy. So I've already seen across the board Japanese, Indian chicks, Thai chicks, of course. They got Filipino chicks, Japanese, like all that was attracted to me. Trust and believe me on that. So if I'm able to do that in the States, of course, when I go across, and of course my own kind, of course my own kind. So if you're not even doing even a little bit of that over here, and you don't even know any type of dynamics when it comes to women or none of that stuff like that, you ain't got no type of game, you ain't never talked to no women or none of that stuff. You just walking around, oh, you going over there as a nerd and that ain't never like had any experiences or nothing, never had any chicks look at you like this or nothing like that. And all of a sudden you go over there and they're gawking at you and you think that this is normal. That's the problem right there. They get a lot of y'all like that because people are like, oh man, they love me over here. They love me over here. That's the delusion they feed you. So now it's trying to get them pesos because we didn't stroke that ego. You see what I mean?
Make it over here as far as dating women. Look at the United States like New York. They used to say if you can make it in New York City, you can make it anywhere. You can survive anywhere. Well, it's the same with the United States. Man, if you can't make it over here with the women over here, man, you ain't gonna make it over there in them other countries. For real, you really ain't. Now back to my story. I get over there obese. I get to the club 808. And a few women was choosing, but eventually they was waiting on me to come off some of these, take them to my Airbnb or my condo at the time. Then eventually they was gonna drop it on me because they knew damn well I was new. They seen me, they saw a new jack coming a mile away. They knew I was green as a can of cheap English peas around that bitch. But I noticed something. There was this one Thai woman I wanted. She was friends with the one that chose up on me that I didn't really care for. That damn near looked like a lady boy. But when I was trying to talk to the one I really wanted, she kept doing this. No. And make it so bad, she was a damn freelancer. But I didn't know this at the time. But what if I did, knowing I wanted to spend some money with her? It was so bad, she probably wouldn't even took my money because she didn't find me attractive at all.
That is absolutely insane. So she got the chicks, he got the chicks cop blocking and all that. That's crazy.
Even with American dollars in my pocket. But I didn't know they was freelancers. So I already kind of figured right then and there, like, yeah, it must be because I'm chubby, because I see her breaking her neck looking at these other black dudes that's in shape. I mean, they was in good shape. Look like they really didn't have no issue with dating women over here. What the hell they traveling for is what I'm thinking. And they look.
And that's another point too, because like that's why a lot of the older guys that's be over there that's doing their thing, they get mad because they coming out of their pocket like month after month after month, and we can elicit those types of reactions out of chicks that they're choosing out of nowhere. There's no money being discussed or none of that stuff, but they choosing hard, breaking their necks when people niggas like us walk right by. So that's why a lot of them, they call us passport pookies and they, trying to give us a bad name because they feel like we're ruining it for them. They feel like because they got to come out of pocket, they can't have the same reactions or they can't have the same experiences that we would have. They have the same lifestyle that we got. The way we look at women and how women deal with us is a whole different world that they probably will never even see. Because they're not willing to put in the work. They don't want to hit the gym and eat whatever they want to look however they want to look. So the fact that you don't care about your own physical presentation is going to, like, you think you're just going to be rewarded for that with the same sexual desire as a man that puts work into his presentation, actually puts work into his body. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole dumbass way of looking at stuff. So that's a big reason that a lot of those guys don't want sexually attractive men to go over there. Just keep it
like the women. I mean, they look like the guys that the women over here would go for be lined up around the block to talk to. But that's what the particular Thai woman I wanted. She wanted one of those guys. So I instantly realized, man, don't listen to a lot of these YouTubers. Man, you got to be in shape in every country you go to if you want to put a crop and want better things. Because if you go to these places like Colombia.
I like the fact that he's taking accountability. I can't say that enough. I like the fact that he's taking accountability and knowing that, okay, yes, this is the standard. You see what I mean? This is what we need to do. We going to foreign lands. We need to be looking good out here. I like that. Appreciate that, man. A lot of guys need to hear that. They ain't gonna want to hear because you got to put in work to do that. But hey, lay it on them, Paul. They need to hear that.
Here, the DR and Brazil and all these other places looking like how I was looking when I went to Thailand. Your ass is gonna pay, especially if you don't know the language. You gonna damn near be forced to trick, even if it ain't in your DNA to trick. After a while, if you really want the attractive one, the so-called cream of the crop, as far as looks, You gonna be like, damn, she ain't want to talk to me because I'm a big obese American. I'm finna go ahead and spend a few dollars on the hell. That's how you gonna be thinking. Cause at one point I was like, damn, should I do it? And I don't even like the idea of tricking. I ain't got nothing against guys that's out there doing it. I mean, if that's their lifestyle, they chose to do that, cause they feel like it's cheaper than getting married or getting a wife. I ain't got nothing against that at all. But in my case, I don't like tricking at all. I don't like the idea of tricking. To me, it's a lonely lifestyle. Y'all say y'all pay women to leave. I love being around women. I like conversing with women. Communication rule the nation. What's
the reason why because they don't have no choice. Women don't want to spend free time with them. That's why they feel like they're so fixated on, okay, I just want to pay and get up out of there. Deep down, they be wanting companionship. They'll if it was between a woman that they get paid and be with for a short time, or a chick that they can actually click with and be able to hang with on multiple occasions, they would choose the latter. They would definitely choose the latter. It's the fact that they have forced to live that lifestyle. That's all that is right there. They're forced to live it, bro.
a relationship without conversation? I like talking. I just love that feminine energy being around me. Why the hell should I have to pay for it just for 1 hour or just for the night? Then when she leave, once our time is up, I'm feeling lonelier than I did before she got there. It's like drugs.
Go into the fold and turn
Sorry about this,
website
guys.
layouts
Sorry about
into
this.
an art form with Wix Studio.
You get high, trying to escape reality and trying to escape your problems, and then the minute the high goes away, you feel worse than you did before you got high, before you hit that weed, before you hit that bottle of Hennessy, before you hit that pipe or the rock or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's what tricking feel like. If you get a beautiful woman that you've been fantasizing about, making the best love with your right hand, watching them damn adult films, then you get to one of these foreign countries and now you could buy her because you got the American dollar. Then the minute you see her leave, I know so a lot of these guys be thinking, damn, why she just won't talk to me without me paying her? I've talked to a lot of these guys. That's how they feel.
Yeah. And it's a constant cycle. It never ends. It never ends. They got to keep doing that over and over and over again, and it just drains you. It just drains you. I can tell that there would be a drainage. Listen to what he just said. Every time you leave, you're dealing with that every time. It's taking a spike to your ego every time. Dang, she got no show on me. She ain't gonna deal with me unless I got this dollar. She ain't gonna do this. So that's gonna further put you down into that mindset of women will never deal with you because of this. You don't want to put no work into the man is looking back at you in the mirror. So now you got to deal with what's coming out of your pockets. Now that's all it is. They can tell you don't care about who you see in the mirror. So why should they care? It's plain and simple. So you got to compensate for the lack of self-care, for the lack of not giving a damn about your presentation. That's what a lot of guys are going to be stuck in. Because remember, a lot of guys are going to be years away from even creating a good physique anyway. And losing weight or gaining weight, because on both ends. So and instead of putting in the work, what they gonna do? Spend that money.
And I don't like being in that position at all. But a lot of guys, that's what they like. I like being. One thing about me, y'all, fuck that long lifestyle. That's cool and all. Yeah, get your money, work on yourself and all that. But you eventually gonna need somebody. And it's good to have a female partner in your life. I ain't trying to hear all the red pill, purple pill bullshit. It's great having a woman that equally yoked with. Forget all the talk. Get your money. So you gonna spend all you get your money. I'm okay with that. But y'all know Jeff Bezos didn't become a billionaire by himself. He had a woman in his corner that helped him become a billionaire. Y'all do know that, right?
Thanks.
Now, I'm gonna tell y'all another thing. Money is king in Thailand. But if you one of them guys that you going to Thailand and you just want to have fun and you in good shape, you're going to do okay over there in Pattaya. But eventually, like I said, it's going to get to a point you're going to have to travel to other parts of Thailand if you're a guy that's in shape and you didn't have no hard time getting women anyway, because you're going to get tired of dealing with freelancers. So you're going to want to go to parts where there's normal women. But I'm here to tell you guys, I know what I was ready to say.
The fact that you even have that option is the good thing. A lot of those guys, they have to be confined to Pattaya because they only can deal with freelancers. They have to be confined to that lifestyle, the nightclub lifestyle, the bar girl lifestyle, because they're confined to that. They have no other avenue. They can't deal with number woman. Number woman is not going to deal with them. Number woman is going to look at them and discuss, especially normal Thai women, and the way that they are, and they know that you're in that lifestyle. They want nothing to do with you. Oh, they want nothing to do. I've met how Thai women really are, and that's not how they go. That is definitely not how it is. These women have they got standards. They got the way that they do things, and it's just not going to line up to who they are, how they're raised. They look upon that lifestyle in disgust. I'm just keeping it a buck. Especially they hear that you running through Pattaya and all that stuff there. Nah.
I had lost my train of thought. I know I'm all over the place. I'm gonna give y'all another example, a situation that I was in when I was in Thailand. I'm in my 30s. I end up meeting up with a homie, another black dude from DC. The dude was 52 years old, and he was 5'7". But y'all know what he had that I didn't have? The man was lean. He was lean, I was shredded for his age, on point. I didn't think nothing of it, because I'm still kind of thinking, we in Thailand. Women don't really care nothing about that. Even though my first night there, I just seen the Thai woman that I wanted, breaking her neck, looking at some brothers that was in shape, but avoiding me at all costs. I don't even think if I told her I was going to pay her $500 American, that woman would have left with me.
That's insane. That's insane right there.
Now, back to this, so I'm with the 52-year-old dude from DC. I'm thinking, oh, he in shape. I ain't worried about him. I didn't even envy him. The minute we got out on now and we started walking around, you would have thought I was with 50 Cent from 2003. Y'all. I bullshit you not. The way Thai women of all ages, old and young, was foaming out the mouth about to faint when they seen me walking with this dude. You would have thought I was his bodyguard and he was a celebrity. Now I'm about to remind y'all, he was older than me, 52, and I'm in my mid-30s. And I'm
y'all still thinking that Thai women want anything? That they don't have eyes, that they're not turned on by a man with a sexually attractive physique? Y'all still want to continue to see? He's saying this from his own personal experience. He said he felt like he was walking next to a celebrity. Chicks were drooling out the mouth at this guy. This man's 53 years old, by the way. So I know he's got muscle maturity. And he said he was lean and in shape. So and the crazy part is they running over there, just being all sloppy, and don't want to do anything. Oh, I'm gonna go to Thailand. They're gonna fall over me. They look at these videos when they tell me, hey, chocolate man, and all that stuff like that, right? And they hear the call outs and they feel like that's like genuine. No, that is a business transaction. That is a business transaction. You see what I mean? So especially if you're not like activating that out of women around you here, you ain't got no woman looking at you like, damn, here. What you expect ladies from to do that? You're a foreign man, especially if you're a black man. You're not even really necessarily the first choice anyway. So you got to be on point when you're going out in these places. You got to be on point. You can't just be no average black guy just going over there and you ain't hitting on nothing. You see what I mean? Like you ain't hitting on nothing. Like you just over there just like, okay, they're just going to accept me. I don't care about my presentation. They're just going to accept me because I'm a foreign man. No. It don't work like that. You coming out them pockets, that they'll accept that. They'll accept that bite. They'll expect the American dollars in conversion, but not you.
Man, how crazy! Even though a lot of the women was freelancers, they would most likely win to charge his ass. Cause if they like you, they not gonna even bring up that deal of money around you the first time few weeks. Mm-hmm. And he was in that situation. Them Thai women didn't look at my ass twice when I was talking with this dude, and he was an old dude. After a while, it got so bad, and I hung out with this dude all day. Everywhere we went, so did he come. Eventually,
that is insane right there, bro. That's insane, bro. The power of the body game, bro. Shout out to Ron Wills, part of the body game.
I had to look this motherfucker up and down like, damn, dude, I need to get in shape. Mm-hmm. I know I came to a foreign country where dudes claim about being in shape, having a six-pack. That's bullshit. They care about that shit on the international level.
Yep. That's what I just told you guys, bro. Like, bro, the Colombian chicks, Ecuadorian chicks, Japanese chicks, bro, Indian chicks. I even came across no chicks that didn't like the fact that I was in shape, bro. I didn't come across no chicks, bro. I'm telling you, bro. And you hear him tell you. That's what I like about Paul, bro. He is keeping it a G. He's keeping it a beam, bro. He's keeping it 100. bro. Like he's like, bro, you know, I need to get in shape. He not looking at him and like, oh, I hate this guy and stuff like that and all that, you know, because that's the mindset that's gonna keep you the same. At least he looking at you like, you know what, I need to get right. And that's what I like about Paul, because he know how to look in the mirror, bro. He don't sit there and be like, oh man, I ain't gonna be around this girl, man, and try to discredit the fact that what's going on is what's going on. He's eliciting these types of reactions out of the chicks without spending anything. He no peso, no Tabata, none of that stuff. He ain't none of that's being discussed, as he said. You see what I mean? I like the fact that he said, I'm gonna look in the mirror and I want to change myself. That's what's gonna propel you. That's what's gonna propel you. But a lot of guys, even here in the States, will not do that. Oh, they won't do that because it takes too much work. It takes too much time. It takes too much dedication. It takes too much consistency. You got to work your ass off to get like this. And that's plain and simple.
That man, don't let nobody lie to you about that. I seen it with my own eyes, and I'm talking about an older guy. Now, I remember we went to this one spot. I can't remember what street it was on. It wasn't Soy 6. Hell no. But it was on the other side of town. I had never been there before. It was my first time going over there. It was near the condo that Austin and Cam was living in. And I was still hanging out with them later on that night. Man, you don't see that many bump and Pattaya, you don't see that many drop dead gorgeous Thai women that's usually gonna go after brothers like that. If you do, they most likely been ran through already by a bunch of brothers. Man, I seen a Thai woman so goddamn fine. Hell, she made Beyonce look like Flavor Flav.
What?
I mean, this woman was beautiful. She probably was me.
Not Flavor Flav. Flavor. No.
That's what's up. She had this like caramel complexion, and she was walking with a group of other Thai women. I can't even remember what they look like because it's like
bro,
her.
You said chick mark Beyonce, bro. Hey, that's a bold statement. That's crazy. I believe him.
Looks tower right over them and took the shine right off them. If you paid me, I couldn't tell you what the rest of the women look like that was with her. I said to myself, I got to get her. Before I can even step to her, what do y'all think happened? She looked at us, looked at both of us. She went straight to my homie, the 52 to him. Saw the car, grabbed this arm. I was looking like, man, that's fucked up.
Imagine bringing your side project to life just by thinking about it.
Sorry about
Meet
this,
Base 44.
It's getting good.
Wasn't trying to be on no hate shit, but to fix my mouth and tell her, you know he an old man, you know he an old nigga, right? He older than me, he older to be my grandpa, basically. But that would have been some hating, salt shaking shit right there. So I didn't even throw no monkey wrench in his game.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Good. You ain't dirty macking, bro. You ain't dirty macking. You respect the fact that she chose and left it at that, bro. That's what a lot of guys should be doing. That's why a lot of those guys are going back and forth in Pattaya and all that stuff in Thailand and stuff right now, because they around the same girls and it's he got this girl, he got this girl. You know, there's a lot of dirty macking and pillow talking going on out there, bro. Like I like this, bro. I like the fact that Paul is really just respect. See, this is what's gonna push him forward, bro. And like, if Paul, you end up saying this, bro, you ever want some tips when it comes to like, hey, trying to get in shape, bro, I got you, bro. Plain and simple, I got you, bro. You can hit me up on my ground, bro. I got you.
All I was doing was sitting at the table with a chubby Thai chick, the one that was with her. I tried my best and not remember what she looked like. I don't even drink, but I started to order me a wine to drink the pain away, because the option I had was a fat friend that looked like a goddamn dry goldfish from off the sidewalk. I'm sitting at the table.
Bro, his jokes never end, bro. He is a prime roaster, bro. This right here. This is professional levels of roasting right here. Professional levels of checking right here. This is crazy. And the delivery is just so crisp.
And shit, her fat friend started trying to talk to me while he over there with the one that I wanted having a good time. I'm sitting there looking, and the friend still trying to talk to me, and I'm just pounding orange juice. And she said, she rubbed my hand. At one point, I started just snatching away from her. But I had to remember what country was in. I said, nah, I ain't gonna do no shit like that. Nah, it is what it is. I just gotta get in shape. You can go to Thailand with all the money you want, but that ain't gonna keep the Thai women for a long period of time. It's gonna keep them long enough until you run out of money. But I'm telling y'all now, if you in shape, you do get better options and better results. Hell, you can go to places like Bangkok and these other places where you don't have to necessarily worry about running across a lot of freelancers. You actually can run across women that ain't freelancing in Bangkok, and you can get most likely get a Thai woman that probably would still date Thai men, which is a good thing, because the ones that don't date Thai men, it's because the Thai men didn't want their asses. You know what I'm saying? So the point of this video is they lied to you about Thailand. No, they do not accept all shapes and sizes. That's bullshit. You do got a few Thai women that'll do that, but you better believe they talking some shit about your ass to their friend. Yeah, they with you. They all smiles because they great actors and shit, and they know how to put on a good show and a good front. Do not be fooled. Because the minute you piss one of them off and they get to speaking in their Thai language, they call you a fat, nasty fuck, stinking, and everything up under the sun. When they get pissed off, you just don't know what they saying. So do not believe the hype. They lied to you about Thailand. This video is the truth. Make sure you like and subscribe, and until next time.
Yep, that's the truth right there, bro. Hey, you heard it from him, bro. You heard it from him. So it is what it is. I know this video has gotten pretty lengthy, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty good. I done said some pretty decent jewels up in here, man. Because you ain't gonna know what they saying in that Thai language, like when he's speaking to them. Because for me, say "Putai 90 noi." I don't speak that much at all, but I know a little bit. I can induce myself in Thai. I could say "Savadi kap," "Chu notifico kap," "Hindi tarai rujak kap." I know a little bit. I know that's probably more Thai than some people that stayed there for years even know. Some of them don't even know how to say thank you in there. But anyway, kunchue chande mai. Anyway, I know a little bit. Need know it. But anyway, it's your boy Noto. Reacts coming to you with another reaction, bro. Appreciate you guys for coming by. I'm out.